factors affecting language learning. We have finished so far, my dear students, 1.3, chapter 1, unit 1 and third chapter. And now we have factors affecting language learning. Okay, what are the factors that affect, that come in the way, that create some problems? Okay, where there is a problem, there are sometimes we don't learn anything. Okay, now what are the factors that affect language? And here I am giving you a meaning of it. Affect. Here I am giving you two words. A-F-F-E-C-T, affect, and E-F-F-E-C-T, effect. What is affect? Usually a verb, and it means to impact or change. Affect means that's a verb. Okay, according to parts of speech, that is a verb, and that means it shows impact. It shows impact, and it shows some change. It brings some change. And effect means usually a noun. The word effect is noun and used to indicate the result of a change. Okay, the affect means it shows impact. Effect means that brings a result in change. Alright, so now what is our chapter? Factors affecting language learning. Okay, they are homophones. Okay, see, as a part of vocabulary, we say that they are called homophones, words that sound alike. See, actually affect and effect, sometimes they sound alike. They give the same sound. They look that give the same sound. Okay, so homophones, we get confused with these words also. And they are homophones, words that sound alike, give the same sound, and often confused. Now, it has been found that the child's difficulty in learning may be due to some factors within the child or outside atmosphere may also be responsible. Sometimes when learning a language in our society, we face some hurdles, we face some difficulties, we come across some problems in learning a new language. That means there are some factors which are responsible that affect. Factors are responsible, okay, because they may affect the language, and due to some factors the child may face some problems in the society or outside atmosphere. Sometimes outside atmosphere may also be responsible in learning a new language. There are mainly three factors that affect the language learning. How many factors are there? Three factors are there. Mainly responsible that affect, okay, language learning. Okay, that becomes hurdle. Now let's discuss some of the important factors. Okay, we have three types of factors that are responsible for a low language learning. Now, physical factors are there, psychological factors are there, emotional and social factors are there. What are the three factors responsible for low learning? Physical factors, psychological factors, and emotional and social factors. Again, physical factors can be discussed separately. Again, emotional factors can also be discussed separately. Okay, so physical factors, emotional factors. Now, let's have a class on physical factors. What are the physical factors? How they affect the language? Okay, now physical factors, health grounds. Mainly, health grounds are the physical factors that affect language learning. If our health is good, we can learn many languages. If our health is not good, that's not possible for us to learn something. Okay. If health is lost, if money is lost, something is lost. If money is lost, something is lost. If health is lost, also something is lost. But if character is lost, everything is lost. Okay. If our health is lost, that will affect on learning. Now, health grounds are there. Some children are born with certain deformities. Deformity is a malformation in one spot of the body. Respiratory problems caused by spinal deformity or mishaps in one's body. See, this paragraph talks about that. There are some children in our society, some children are born with some deformities. They are born with some problems, some health problems, some deformities. Okay, in our society we find some physically challenged people. They are born like that. Okay, and they are called deformities. And deformity is a malformation in one spot of the body. Okay, it's a malformation. Limbs may not be good, tongues may not be good, mouths may not be good, face may not be good. Okay, a person may not may be born with blind. A person may be born with deaf. Okay, a person may be born with dumb and all that. Okay, dumb, deaf. Okay, they are deformities. And one more problem that is caused by spinal deformity or mishaps in one's body. Suppose if body is not good, if one's health is not good, okay, there may be problems with spinal cords, there may be problems with what you call bone problems, there may be problems with other diseases. There are some diseases may affect the health. Okay, so when season changes, some of the people will be getting affected by health grounds. So health grounds are physical factors. Physical development and malnutrition. Physical development means, suppose if there are some problems to that child who is suffering from physical growth. Okay, if the physical growth is not there, that also is a hurdle to learn language. And malnutrition, suppose lack of some percentage of blood, lack of energy, lack of enthusiasm. When no nutritious food is taken, when no nutritious food is taken, when no good food is taken, when no good food is taken, when no good food is taken. Okay, malnutrition. Okay, that means we find some people, they don't eat properly, they don't eat in time, right? Lack of strength, lack of energy, lack of enthusiasm, and lack of nutrition. And visual problems. Suppose there are some students, they may be suffering from visual. Okay, that means eyesightedness. Okay, maybe blind, maybe half blind, maybe semi-blind. Okay, whose eyes are not good, who lose their pupils, who lose their retina in the eyes. Okay, and who undergo operations, who undergo cataract operations and all that, who may have a long-sightedness, who may have a short-sightedness. Okay, so they may face some problems from vision. That is also a hurdle to learn a new language. Like glandular abnormality. Okay, those people who are suffering from glands, problems from glands. There may be serious problems from the throat also. Throat infections will be there. Okay, and that is also one of the factors that come under physical factors. Next, ill health. Okay, people who are suffering from ill health, whose health is not good, who are suffering from fever, who are suffering from cough, who are suffering from certain ephemeral ills, seasonal ills. So, okay, if a season changes now, if suppose and what you call after rainy season comes winter season. After winter season comes summer season. In between these two seasons when changed, okay, there are some people who easily get affected, whose health is disturbed with the change of seasons, right? Sometimes, okay, they are short time diseases, ephemeral ills. We call them as ephemeral ills. Cough is an ephemeral ill, and fever is also an ephemeral ill. Okay, throat infections are also sometimes ephemeral ills. Fevers come and go. Okay, we suffer from fevers, and after 2 days, if we take tablets, if we take medicines, right, and then automatically fevers will come down. And short-lived diseases, and sorry, here the spelling is mistaken. It is not S-O-R-T, it is short-lived diseases, short-time diseases are there. Okay, all these come under physical factors. These physical factors, that means health grounds. If health grounds are good, definitely we can learn many things. If health grounds are not good, there is no possibility of learning a new language or whatever it may be. Now, short-sightedness. Okay, short-sightedness, right? And so this is not EIGHT, actually it is not 8 sight, okay, sight, okay, this is not, this is to be deleted, and this is to be deleted, okay, and here sight means short-sightedness, and there are two sightednesses. Okay, one is long-sightedness, another one is short-sightedness. Okay, and auditory, relating to the sense of hearing. Okay, related to the sense of hearing, some may have a hearing problem. If there are some students or learners who are suffering from hearing, okay, that's also a physical factor that affect language learning. Physical defects are that show impact on reading and spelling. Okay, physical defects show impact on reading and learning something. Okay, whether it is spelling or whether it is a language or whatever it may be. So physical defects are there that show its greater impact on reading. And thyroid and pituitary glands. There are some people in the society who suffer from thyroid. So that's also a what you call physical problem. And lack of concentration due to ill health. There are some people in the society, there are some learners in the society who lack concentration. Suppose if the health is good, if their health is good, naturally we'll learn many things. If our health is not good, there will be a hurdle in learning. That is, we lose concentration due to ill health. Okay. Now, infrastructure. Okay. Where there is no proper infrastructure, where there is no proper accommodation, definitely that will affect language learning. Okay, suppose if classrooms are not proper, if the classrooms are congested, if there is no ventilation, if there is no classroom atmosphere, if the classroom is very small in size, if there is heavy strength in the class, if the classroom is not adjustable, if no proper benches to sit, if no chairs to sit, okay, if there is a heavy strength in the class, if there are more number of boys and girls in the class, if the classroom is congested, if the classroom is packed, depending upon the size of the classroom, language learning can take place. Here, that comes under infrastructure. Next, poor ventilation. Where there is no ventilation properly, learning language is not going to take place. Uncomfortable accommodation, congested accommodation, uncomfortable. Students to be accommodated, in order to accommodate the students, on a bench 2 or 3 children can be accommodated. If the bench is small, if 4 students are accommodated on that, students may not sit properly, definitely language learning cannot take place. And no proper space to sit. That's what I am telling you. If there is no proper space, in a place where 2 children are accommodated, if third person comes and joins, the space becomes tight. One cannot move easily. Okay, that is space. Where there is no proper space, the child cannot concentrate on learning a language. And no proper desks to write. So this all comes under infrastructure. The school should provide infrastructure. The school should provide benches. The school should provide desks. The school should provide desks to write, chairs to sit, benches, proper accommodation must be there. And that leads to a good learning. And congested rooms, where rooms are packed. Suppose in a small size of a room, okay, 30 to 32 students, accommodating 32 students, 35 students is enough. But if we try to accommodate more than 45 students, that will be very congested. So, learning a new language cannot take place easily. Okay, they start fighting themselves. Students, what do know when they don't get a proper space to sit, when they feel it congested, right? And naturally, there will be a small rift between among students. Crowded strength, heavy strength also comes under infrastructure. Okay, next, no proper space to move freely. That's what I am telling you. Where there is no proper space to move freely, okay, learning language cannot take place. And use a blackboard. Okay, it is not use use a blackboard. There are some schools where certain managements, certain governments are unable to provide proper infrastructure to the students. Okay, and when there is no proper space, when there is no proper availability of blackboards and all that, okay, naturally, how can a teacher teach on the board? When there is no blackboard at all, how can a teacher teach? Okay, how can a teacher hold a piece of chalk and teach the students without the blackboard? How can a teacher teach the students? So there are many schools, many institutions where there are no proper blackboards. Okay, that should be provided. Unless that accommodation is there, no proper learning takes place. Psychological factors. The third factor is psychological factors. Right. So, psychological factors are that intellectual factors, mental factors, emotional factors, social factors, environmental factors, learning factors. Okay, so intellectual factors, they show impact on psychology. They show impact on our intelligence. Okay, so in the psychological factors, if they are good, learning takes place. If they are not good in condition, if the person is not mentally correct, if the person is not intelligent, learning cannot take place. Similarly, emotional problems, okay, emotional factors, okay, and social factors, environmental factors, and learning factors. So these psychological factors can be discussed in our next class. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to have a class now. My dear students, in our next class we are going to handle intellectual or psychological factors that affect a language learning. Thank you.